Hmm. Yeah, but just sometimes you have to play neutral, and it happens. But speaking of neutral, we have two characters that play a lot of neutral. We have Roy, and we have Fict0n, and we have Cranberry playing the Roy for George Washington University, and we have Fict0n playing Falco coming from Niagara. And yeah, this is actually a matchup that you would see a lot of. A pretty this is like a pretty offline matchup, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. They're both are like fast followers, I believe. Both are like high to like top tier characters, so they're definitely like meta relevant.
Yeah.
I can speak from the Falco perspective. Like near perfect advantage state, has a lot of great options to just keep pushing advantage state. Um, Only unfortunate part, he also has a potentially equal disadvantage state, and so a lot of what Falco players have to do is really just make it so that they can keep the pressure on, and if they are losing that pressure, they have to figure out a way to kind of navigate around their opponent's attacks. Sometimes it can be difficult.
Yeah, and speaking of difficulty, right? We saw Cranberry do the jab and not go for the jab back air, and actually went for the read, right? And then we see Fict0n go for their up tilt back air, and shows you why confirms are very important. And these are two characters that have confirms off of one of their main starter tools, where it's jab with Roy and up tilt with Falco. But we see Roy still take that stock with his forward tilt.
And I just want to briefly comment on a lot of this stuff coming out from Fict0n. I love these drag downs. I love these active hops. Just extending these combos, making them go from like 10 to 20% to like 30 to 40 to 50% combos. Just keeping that pressure. Okay. Sometimes Roy's F smash can kind of like dip low, and so that was a great side B coming out from Fict0n to avoid that potential early kill.
Yeah, Roy and Crom Sword can actually hit below the ledge, just that Roy has a wet noodle hitbox. So it won't consistently hit under ledge, you'll get the wet noodle hitbox. But with that being said, we have Fict0n with the edge guard, and that's definitely an area where Falco can excel at against Roy. Falco does have pretty big hitbox when it comes to forward airs and nairs, and can suck people in. So Cranberry does have to watch the recovery when going low at times.
Yeah, for sure. And you saw that briefly, Fict0n putting him in the blender, getting those drag down nairs, up airs, nairs. And now they're both at a pretty low percent.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That back air was pretty wild. Roy's back air is strong. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, no, that was a good out of shield punish. Responding with the back air out of shield, probably the fastest kill option that could have been thrown out at that time.
Just great quick options. All right, nice shield.
So a couple more percent. So right now, Falcon can die at the ledge to a double edge dance or a forward smash. So right now, Fict0n has to watch how they get out of the corner.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of avoiding that corner scenario by staying center stage. Oh my god.
Now if that was a very good anti-air. If Cranberry pulled the trigger a little bit sooner, that could have been the stock. Because Cranberry actually did size it up properly, and Fict0n was a little bit above the ledge, and just immediately Fict0n immediately took advantage of that and capitalized with the up smash.
Right.
So, good stuff by Fict0n. Getting some points on the board for Niagara.
Yeah, it's going to be great for Niagara. They definitely need it at this point. All right, let's see what we're going to get into here. All right. Okay, so I believe this is Smashville. it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get a lot of those vertical kills with the up smash. That said, this is still like a decent stage for Falco because he has the plats. But actually, now that I think about it, this is a very Fire Emblem themed stage, isn't it? I think a lot of Fire Emblem mains like to go here to cover the side space, correct?
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good sword character stage in general, because you could cover a lot of these sword ranges from the Smashville platform, and we finally get to see the jab back air actually. Pretty strong confirmed from Roy. Just taking that stock early, something that he didn't actually do in game 1, so this is already a better start for Cranberry.
Definitely great start, and you saw right there the double-edge, what was it called? Double-edged sword or double-edged dance?
Yeah, double-edged dance, yes.
Yeah, double-edged dance. Just barely missing it. You can get in those weird placements. Ooh, that was a nice up tilt back here. You can get in those weird scenarios where you'll get like the hilt, and then all of a sudden they kind of get knocked behind you. That can be a little bit annoying, but I think if he lands one more here, he should be able to get the kill. Let's see if we can get it. Jab. Oh, it doesn't even do the back air. Just goes for the
yeah,
forward.
and in that situation, you didn't even need the back air for that. They're already far enough of stage for like the forward air to work. So good stuff by Cranberry, not making it more difficult and stuff than they had to. And we're actually a lot of up Bs out of shield coming out from Cranberry, and that's actually a pretty safe out of shield option coming out from Roy. It's frame 7 out of shield, I believe. So it's pretty fast.
Yeah, that's quite fast. Frame fast 7.
Ooh, and that
Down to catch the jump. Okay, laser to cover recovery.
Yeah, and you know, and that's one of the main reasons why Roy is definitely better than Crom, because recovering from that hard angle, especially when a lot of these characters can send you at really bad sharp angles, you know, Roy definitely excels in that. But
Okay.
so okay, can I tell you why that was actually really smart? So he had just finished back airing his shield, and you saw how small his shield was. So for him to run up and just immediately double-edge dance, Fict0n's option should have been to run away, because if he spot dodged, you're getting hit. You hold shield, you're getting hit. So like it was either parry or move. Like you had to parry or like jump away from that or run away, right? And with Falco's run speed, I don't think running away would have even worked, right? So like just for Cranberry's recognition to just throw out that double-edged dance in that situation is pretty good situational awareness.
Yeah, that was great shield pressure, and it made it so that when Fict0n was kind of on the defensive end, he didn't necessarily dash. He was thinking, "Oh man, I gotta roll out of here. I gotta like spot dodge," and he got punished for that. So that was a great, prediction from Cranberry.
Yeah, and you know, reclaiming, you know, taking that game and putting more points on the board for George Washington. And we're sticking to the same characters.
Alrighty, now we are here in small battlefields. I actually like the stages, Falco. Basically like PS2 minus the weird side B recoveries where you might get stuck under. So I like it. Oh, nice drag downs. Oh! Okay. It's one of those weird things where sometimes you'll get the first hit of up tilt and it'll fail to connect. That can kind of screw you over, but regardless, that was great damage.
Yeah, and wow. And that stock almost being taken by Cranberry, and Cranberry actually trying to cover that roll with double-edged dance and only nearly missing. And I have to say that wow, Cranberry not being over. Yeah, and I have to say that Cranberry's been been hitting a lot of these wall jumps coming out from Fict0n and knocking them at pretty like unfavorable positions.
Great tech chase.
Wow. Yeah, and you see Cranberry putting on pressure at the ledge, just making Falco afraid to come at his shield.
Yeah, certainly, because a lot of that, and we saw that previously, right? Like, Fict0n was pressured so much that when he did buffer and add a shield option like spot dodge, he died for it. So, yeah, great job of conditioning Fict0n to really just fear Cranberry's attacks. All right, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and that was a great DI. You know, you see a lot of people actually hold in and get hit by that up air and just completely fly off the top of the stage.
Okay. Speaking of flying off the stage, eliminating the F smash.
Yeah, yeah, and Cranberry up tilting out of shield. Well, that can actually be hard to hit when you're trying to get the strong hit. And another empty land forward smash. Is this the meta right now for both these players?
Apparently. Ooh. Okay, good down tilt placement. The shine. Great little hitbox throughout.
Yeah, and right now, Fict0n's definitely in the lead right now. He just needs a couple more up tilts, and but he actually has to be careful. About 20% more, and Fict0n is in danger of losing their stock at the ledge.
Yeah, and I think. Oh my god.
Hello? Are we gonna DI? I have to chalk that up too, honestly. I feel like I have to chalk that up to him not expecting to get hit by that up tilt.
Mm-hmm.
Because he definitely did not expect to get hit by that up tilt, and he was probably drifting in a certain direction.
Okay,
Yeah, I think he tried to swing.
Right, I was just about to say the same thing. I think what happened there was, and you saw that, like the little nair right on the ground. He just barely did like the nair. Yeah, that can really like screw you up because sometimes you'll be dashing around and you'll think, okay, I'm gonna immediately throw out my tilt and I'm gonna get the kill. Instead, he just got like that niche, or like Fict0n got that niche nair into up tilt, and I don't even, was that even good DI on the back air? I don't even think that was
no,
that's terrible DI, right?
That was like sink water DI. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but I honestly do have to chalk that up to sometimes you don't expect to get hit, and you know, you don't expect to get hit. You hold in certain directions, and then once you realize you got hit, you're already flying in that direction. But I have to say that was that was like actually a good back and forth set. I feel like that Fict0n definitely started off strong. Cranberry did adapt, right? You know, we saw that come back in game 2, and in game 3, I feel like that last stock he definitely slowed it down a bit. You saw Fict0n up tilt in place a couple of times, right? Not really getting caught up in Cranberry's tempo, trying to speed up the pace, run around, throwing out nairs and forward airs, right? You saw Fict0n stand in place, do a couple up tilts, right? Distance survey the situation a little bit, and eventually that patience worked out in the end, and took the stop.